So now, famed Olympic athlete Marion Jones, after years of denying what everybody really knew already, has finally broken down and admitted that she's used performance-enhancing drugs. She's used steroids. And I'm seriously, I don't know what I should do with this, how I should go with it. I watched the press conference on another network, on another news show, and it was heartbreaking to see this unbelievably talented, articulate, intelligent, beautiful woman just having to stand in front of the world and say, yes, it's true, I'm a liar, I'm a cheat, I've deceived you all, I've let you all down. It was uncomfortable. It was uncomfortable to watch. And, you know, there wasn't anything amusing about it. Usually when a lot of these sports stars fall, I at least find something amusing in it, because most of them are a little shady to start with, especially people like Michael Vick and others of that ilk. There was nothing. There was nothing that I could find in this that was amusing or even satisfying. I mean, there are no winners in this. Marion Jones has been a role model for millions of people for years, and I've admired her myself, even though I'm not sporty. And I still admire her. And despite the fact that she's, you know, broken the rules and lied and cheated and used performance-enhancing drugs, not only are her records tainted, but she's put her own health at risk. And it's a tragedy. There's nothing good about it. There's nothing fun about it. It's nothing but a tragedy. And I think in this society and just society in general, sports and sport figures are given an artificial importance that they probably shouldn't have. But how do we change that, or do we change it? You know, I've given up the idea that sport figures or anyone that you can look up or use as a role model. I don't have children, but if I did, I would not want them to have professional sports figures as a role model, because most of them are rich beyond anyone's knowing, and they're just very self-indulgent. They're hedonistic. They don't care about anybody but themselves, and they do horrible things, and they get away with it because there are a lot of people around them that make money off of them. So what's the answer? I don't know what the answer is. I just know that what's happened to Marion Jones is tragic. There's nothing good to say about this, but I do admire the fact that she is conducting herself with dignity. She's not blaming anybody but herself, and she's going to face the music, and she might actually have to do time, which I think is horrible. I feel bad for her. I feel bad for her family. It would have been better if this hadn't happened, but she's coming out with this now, and maybe some good will come of this. Maybe the Olympics, if nothing else, the Olympics will clean themselves up a little bit. And, you know, and who's kidding who? The Olympics is a business, just like the rest of professional sports is a business. So, I don't know. Try and get some kind of a discussion going and see what everybody else thinks of this. But, I suppose, if it matters, I still support Marion Jones, and she's got a rough road ahead of her. She might have to get her medals back, and she actually might have to do time in jail, and that's a terrible thing. But from what I've seen of her so far, she's going to come through it okay. She's going to hold her head up high, as she should, and she's going to do it with dignity and grace, and I think that's commendable. You know, the fact that she did something wrong doesn't mean that she's a bad person. It means that she felt pressure to succeed, and she made a human mistake. But, that's my opinion, and I would be interested in hearing others. That's it for me for now. Bye.
Okay, this is just silly.